Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing the first update to my 20 and 2025 project pan. I'm not gonna lie, the main reason why I'm filming this update today rather than waiting or doing it next week or whatever is because I'm really happy with how my makeup turned out today and I wanted to film. So we're going to be jumping into this update. I think it's been about a month since my last update and I'm really excited to talk about the progress. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the products. The first product is this Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer, and I've been using this really consistently. This is what it was looking like last month, and I've been trying to use it almost every time I do my makeup since my last update, and here's what it's looking like today. I did not track uses on this because there's only so many uses I can track in my day, my daily routine, or else I just don't track anything. It's the thing that keeps me from like not doing it at all. Does that make sense? When I'm trying to get ready quickly. So there's only certain things that I really track. And this is not one of them. So here's what we're looking like. I definitely think that there's been progress. Based off of my progress this past month, I'm thinking it will take me another 2 months to get this completely used up. Next month we'll have just a little bit left, and then it'll just take me a little bit longer, is my expectation for this. The next product is this L'Oreal Freshwear Foundation, Infallible Freshwear Foundation. Last month we were up to here, and now we are about here, but I cannot get it to pump anything. You can sit here like this for hours. It doesn't do it. And it'll like maybe do like a little spit up of product, but it's nothing, and it's not nearly enough to like cover a portion of my face or even mix in with another product. I cannot get the lid off. That's my least favorite thing about this foundation, is that you can't, it just spins in perpetuity. So this I'm going to call done because I'm tired of fighting with it in the morning and trying to get product out and spinning it and tilting it, and I'm done. I've tried all of the tricks to get more to come out. Nothing will come out, and so this is going to be an empty, my first empty of this project. Then next I have this Kosas Revealer Concealer. On my last update, it was feeling really empty, and then I took the stopper out of it, and there is a whole bunch of product in here that the stopper was keeping me from because it was condensed kind of up here at the top and then down here at the very bottom. So I'm working through all of this stuff that's at the top and that's on the wand. And then once I get all of this, then I will use a little spatula to get the last little bits. But I'm enjoying this. I honestly think there's another 2 months of concealer left in here, which is insane considering that if I hadn't taken out the stopper, this would have been dead last month. Like, I wouldn't have even rolled it into this project because I would have considered it done. So happy to know that I'm getting all of the progress I can out of this one. Then for my cheek products, we have this Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. Here's what the palette was looking like last month. As you can see, this palette has been well loved over the years. I've used it 15 times since my last update. This one, I think, is the count that I have the least confidence in, but it might have been more. And here is what it is looking like today. I used up all of the bronzer that was in the spot labeled Crown. That was a Franken bronzer. And now we just have these three in the middle. This one that's in Enhance is actually originally from the shade Angle. I think I'm gonna move it. But we have Angle, Princess Cut, and Carrot. And I think next I'm going to focus on Carrot and try to get this used up. Maybe we can get this used up on my next update. I think that's going to be my goal, is to use up this pan, and then I'll focus on Princess Cut, and then this is definitely a summer shade for me. So I'm probably not going to make a ton of progress on this until we reach May or June at the very earliest. So I'm just going to focus on Carrot for now. And I'm very excited to have some progress on this because I've had this palette since like 2019. This is like a 6-year-old. It can go to school. And I just would really like to get it used up so that I can use the other bronzers in my collection. Then next we have this Lorac highlighter in the shade Starlight. My goal was to use it 30 times, and I used it 18 times in my last update. Here's what it's looking like. No real visible progress, especially because I'm going in with a fan brush, so I feel like I'm just picking up a little bit every time. It's a beautiful highlighter, especially for this time of year, and I definitely think I can use it 12 times in the next update and have it rolled out at my next update. So that's a good one to focus on to hit my goal and maybe get a new roll in next month. Then we move into the eye products, and this is where I'm less successful. So first of all, we have the Ico liquid liner in black. I forgot this was in the project. When I did my whole declutter and everything, I put this back with my eyeliners and did not use it once. So now it is back with my everyday makeup. That was very silly of me. I'm going to try and use it 3 times in this upcoming month. That is honestly going to be more progress than I've really ever made on that product. Then we have this Lancome Kohl eyeliner, Le Crayon Kohl in Black Ebony. It's the outer paint layer of it is starting to flake off, which is a sign that this needs to be used up. Here is the progress picture. I did make good progress, but one of the times I sharpened it, the tip, like where it had been sharpened completely fell out, and then I had to sharpen it again immediately. So that wasn't necessarily like all me, but given how janky the outside of this is starting to look, I think that might happen more than once this year. So if I keep making this kind of progress, I definitely can get this used up by the end of the year. I just need to keep using it and sharpening it and like keeping it sharp. One of the things about pencil products like this is like when I'm getting ready in the morning, if it is not sharp, I probably won't use it. If I go and it's like a little bit and it's gonna scratch my eye, I'll be like, oh, I'll sharpen that later, and I put it back in and I put it back with my everyday makeup, and then I don't sharpen it. So once a week, usually on a weekend when I'm taking more time doing my makeup, I'll try and go through all of the pencil products, at least in my everyday makeup, or sometimes I'll go through like my eyeliner drawer and make sure everything is sharpened so that I can keep using it. And I've been pretty good about that this past month, so I think that's why we've seen such good progress on that. Then we have this Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil in the shade Warm Brunette. This has pretty good progress on it. When I look at it like this, I'm like, this is not very much product. Like, I think this can get used up in a couple of months. However, I did get a brow gel over Christmas holiday and stuff. And so I've been using less of this than I have in the past. So the past like 2 weeks, I really just use this to define the under part of my brow, the tail, and then I add a few hair-like strokes to the inner part of my brow, and then I go in with the tinted gel. So I think that the progress on this will slow down, except maybe if I start using just this again in my brows, but I think my brow looks really nice like this. So I'm fine if this takes a while. I just think that this is probably the best progress we're going to see in a month for the foreseeable future. Then this Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in Khaki. I've been wearing this mostly as an eyeliner. So if I go in quick, easy makeup, light brown in the crease, shimmery, pale champagne on the lid, and then I will like line my upper lash line and maybe add a little bit to my lower lash line of this and then blend out the lower lash line. I think it looks really nice. It just doesn't use a lot of product. I did not make any progress. You'll see in the picture. So I really need to use this more as like a lid shade, use it as a base when I go in with other shadows, because it is a beautiful like mucky green color that's got a little bit of shimmer to it, blends out nicely, and I did use it all over the lid as a base before I went in with like a shimmer twice I think. So I just need to start doing that more, which is I have too many eye products that I'm panning now. I'll get used in a rhythm of using them all, but I feel like, you know, the beginning of the year, you're so excited and you want to put everything in. And then the first month of the year, you're like, oh, how do I use all of these things a reasonable number of times in a month? So, still figuring out the groove. And then the last product is my skincare product. It is this Evergeticon face mask for sensitive and dehydrated skin. It's a pink clay mask that you mix with water. I used this, I think, 3 or 4 times, and here is the progress. So my goal is to mask once a week with this. If I keep making this kind of progress, I think it will take me like 5 or 6 months to use this up based off of like the quick little math I just did there, which isn't ideal. I was hoping to get this used up faster than that, but I'm going to keep this in the project until it gets used up because it's not going to get used up any other way. I've had this since like 2021, so we're sticking with it, and I like it okay. It's fun to do a little mask in the evening and just let it sit on my face for like 5 to 15 minutes while I go do other things, brush my teeth, watch a show, whatever. And so I think I can keep that up. And then the product that I wanted to roll in to replace the L'Oreal foundation is going to be a lip product. And if you watched my products I want to pan in 2025, this is going to be no surprise. It is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Miss Argentina. I think in some videos I've been getting Miss Argentina and Bachelorette mixed up. This is the one that I like more. Like, this is my favorite shade, and it is Miss Argentina. I'm reading it right now. So whatever other screw ups I did, this is the one I want to use up. And instead of making a use up goal for this project, my goal is to use it 75 times. First of all, I feel like that's a lot of times. And second of all, that is 6 or 7 uses, or 7 or 8 uses actually, for the rest of the month. So I'm using it once or twice a week for the rest of the year. And I think I can do that if I get into the habit of wearing this regularly. I definitely got in the habit of wearing a bright pink lip regularly when I was doing my 21 lippies by my 21st birthday project pan a couple years ago. So I think it can be done, and I think the number goal will keep me from being discouraged if this is a product that would take 400 uses to use up. Does that make sense? Like, there's definitely a point, usually in like September or October for me, where if a product has been in the project since the very beginning and I'm not sure I'm going to use it up, I kind of want to stop using it. It doesn't make any sense, but I want to hit goals towards the end of the year. So I think setting a usage goal on this will help me stay motivated, because at least I can hit a goal, and even if it's nowhere near close to being used up, or it's really full but it's starting to dry out because I'm using it so much and air is getting into it, I think I can still stay motivated to hit that 75 use goal. It'll be challenging but doable, and I don't know if using it up completely is doable. I've never done that with a liquid lipstick, I think, at all. I think I've used up bullet and bullet lipsticks, glosses, tinted balms, and like lip pencils, but I do not think I've ever used up a liquid lipstick. So that is the product that I'm rolling in for that 75 use goal. Now that I'm done with that whole tirade about why I'm rolling it in, and that is everything that I have for today's video. So I'm really hoping I can roll out my Lorac highlighter next month, and maybe roll in a new cheek product, finish up one of the shades from my Tarte Park Avenue Princess, and then continue seeing good progress on everything else and use that Kat Von D shade at least 6 times. So that's going to be my goals for the upcoming month, things to focus on. I know I really just said I'm going to focus on everything, but I kind of just ranked them, I guess, in my head. So that is everything. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.